Hi everyone, and welcome to my review of the new film called The Stanford Prison Experiment. Now, I saw this trailer to this film a few weeks ago, and I remember when I saw that trailer, I couldn't help but remember a German film that I think I saw. I think it was a German movie called Das Experiment. So now that I've seen the Stanford Prison Experiment, I'm guessing that Das Experiment was inspired by what this film is all about. Now, this film is based on the true events, which means probably inspired by something that happened at Stanford in the 1970s, early 1970s, when a professor who is played here by Billy Crudup, the really great actor Billy Crudup, and what he decides to do, he wants to study the human interactions between prisons and guards in the prison system. And so he hires a bunch of college students during the summer of 1970, early whatever, and he puts them in two classes, prisoners and guards, and he's going to pay them $15 a day for a 2-week period. So he's got them all videotaped and whatever, technology 1971. And he puts these two groups of young kids, mainly males, of course, because it is a male prison situation, even though there is a female actress in here. I do want to mention one female actress in the entire film. I didn't see anybody else, but her name is Olivia Thirlby. I think she was in Juno and some other really great films. Really great young actress. She's got a very small part. But the rest of the cast are full of young Hollywood male actors, and here's a few of them. We've got Ezra Miller, Ty Sheridan, and we have Thomas Mann. And there's a bunch of other young Hollywood actors in the film. And so that's what the movie's about. That's kind of an idea who's in it. There are more and more and more and more. A lot of people that I did recognize, I've seen before, really like in other films. And I like the three actors, or the three young actors from Hollywood that I didn't mention. How was the movie? Extremely fascinating subject you got going on here. You know, so these people are put in this experiment, this fake situation, not a real prison, not a real, yeah, well, the situation becomes real through what happens in the film. But it's very interesting how these people start off. They're kind of having fun with it. It's kind of a fun experience. Look at, hey, I'm a guard. I can tell you what to do and be violent. Well, not too violent, but I can yell at you and scream at you. And so, it's kind of this weird back and forth between the guards and the prisoners. What's also interesting about that situation is the professors and the teachers or whatever, whoever else is studying this, I believe they also have an individual that actually experienced prison to kind of be a consultant. So it's interesting to see the interactions between the fake prisoners and the fake guards, but it's even more interesting to see what's going on behind the scenes with the real teachers and the real former prisoners. I want to mention the strongest performance in this film, and I will tell you, this is an actor's piece. I think the acting in this film is some of the best you're going to see from a lot of the male actors. This is a great example of all these really great young actors working in Hollywood. And we've seen them in other films, Ty Sheridan in Mud, and we've seen Ezra Miller in The Perks of Being a Wallflower, and Thomas Mann in Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. But it's really great to see them really use some of their great acting experiences that are in this film. I don't know if that made sense. Sorry about that. Chops. I want to say great acting chops that they have. And then they can give us an experience as we watch the film. I like the interactions that do happen as the guards seem like they're getting more control and taking it way too seriously than the situation really is. And then how it all unfolds. Again, based on true events, don't know how true this film actually is and what really happened. Would be more interested to see a documentary about the real men who experienced this back in the 1970s and the real professor and how it affected his life and his family's life. But I do want to talk about one guy in this film. I didn't mention him yet, but he's an actor that I've seen act before in films like Gentlemen Broncos and Lords of Dogtown and Sky High. He was a really nice guy in Sky High. But in this film, this actor's name, I want to tell him his name. I probably got it wrong, but or at least said it wrong. I apologize for saying that before I say it. But the actor's name is Michael Ingarnito. Sorry about that. Michael really great actor. I apologize that I got your name wrong, dude. But his character gets a chance to be a guard, but he's kind of hesitant about that. He'd kind of rather be a prisoner because he feels like guards are probably full of themselves and will take advantage of the prisoners. And that's pretty much what he does in this film. When he becomes a guard, he becomes ruthless. He becomes something to fear. That even, not only do the prisoners fear this guy, it seems like the people that are in charge or think they're in charge of this experiment can fear as well. And what he does in this film, I think as an actor, this guy, Michael, gives off the best performance of the film. And every time he's on screen, he steals the movie away from everybody. I just really loved seeing young Hollywood come out in this film. And I think that's the biggest reason to recommend this movie, is because of the young cast. I can't wait to see what happens to everyone that had a small part or a big part, whether they played a guard or a prisoner. I want to see them progress in this film. Of course, I mentioned some names, and we've seen these people be in some amazing films. But I look forward to, hopefully, these are the actors and actress, you know, one actress. These are the actors and actress that I hope that we're talking about 20, 30, 40 years from now as they continue to work on their craft. This is just a really amazing reminder of this great talent that these people have. And hopefully they'll continue to make better and better choices as their career goes along. That's why I'm recommending this movie. It's an interesting film. If you've seen Das Experiment, you've kind of seen this movie. But I like the setting. I liked the production value. I thought it was well written and well directed, especially well acted. That's the highlight of this film. You know, they got the times right. It's only a few locations indoors, but they really got the times right. And I think because of the great acting, this is something you must see. Near perfection when it comes to that. I really enjoyed this film. Thought-provoking, fascinating, interesting, compelling, all those words that you like to use when something really grabs your attention. And the Stanford prison experiment really grabbed my attention. I thought it was a really great film and something that I would definitely recommend. And for that, I'm going to give the film 3.5 stars out of 4. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and share this video. And also, please check out these amazing movie websites. And if you enjoyed this review, please click here to subscribe to my channel, and also please check out all my recent reviews right here on YouTube. Have a great day, live film, find peace, happiness, and harmony in anything and everything you do, and I'll talk to you at my next movie review.